Welcome to sunny Poland. We are here at round 3 of DMP at Tor Kielce. It's a 1400 kilometer drive we did with the team from Denmark. They call it the Nürburgring of Poland, and it's located inside of a forest, and it's a very interesting track. It had banks everywhere and all sort of different pavements. We just sat on the tribute earlier to watch the other practice groups, see how they did. We'll see how it goes and see if this track suits us as good as the last ones. We are in the 3rd place overall in this series, so the Drift Masters wildcard and license is very much in the play for us if we get a good result here this time. So it's a track that suits all the Polish guys. They have driven here a lot of time, so we need to see if we can find a setup that works for us early in the day. So yeah, wish us luck. Yesterday we had the practice day done. We had the 2 sessions. In the first session we suffered some problems with, I felt the vibrations in the car. We are running higher drive shaft speed here, so that might be a fault from last time we didn't notice. But we took it out to the pits and saw that the cross in the rear of the drive shaft was misaligned a little bit, so it caused some shaking in the car. So we need to fix that, and we made it out for one lap afterwards where the gearing we put in the car wasn't all right. So that was not a big success, so we made it ready for the next training session, where we made it out, had 2 laps in, and after that we have some weird stuff going on with the brakes, with the pedal going down, and all of a sudden, so we took it out in the pits and saw that a piece of rubber have been stuck between the brake disc and the caliper, causing the brake to fluctuate a bit. Hopefully that will be better for Saturday, where we have one session before we head into qualifying. We found a place in the shade here because it's like 30 something degrees again today. It's nice, but it's very hot in the car. We just finished the one and only training session we had today. We got a few laps in, dialing in the setup. We're struggling a bit with the track, it's very tricky, and in the end we had some alternator problems once again. We had a spare with us, and the team are actually seeing if they can fix the one who broke, so we'll be good for later on, hopefully. We'll see how it goes in qualification. We will aim high, but we'll see how it goes. Wish us luck.
This guy is definitely one to watch now. One of the friendliest people on the grid from my experience so far. Mads Andersen coming in with that E92. This is one of the craziest cars on the grid in my opinion. And as we see him coming down the main straight now, big flick coming in from him here. Yes, he will. Filling the car quick one. Could have been a bit deeper though, as he comes around to outer zone 2. Does a good job through outer zone 2. Gets a nice big transition into outer cut 3. Doing a good job so far as he transitions into outer 4. Look at this, the VA absolutely screaming. As he comes around and finishes off the carousel. Perfect line there. As he comes around, nice video, a little bit shallow as he comes around out of zone 5. Lovely stuff there from Mads Andersen.
As we do wait for Mads Andersen's score to drop in. We can wait for that. Mads Andersen's score does drop in, and it's a 96-point run for Mads Andersen, the Danish driver, out to prove a point this weekend here at Kielce. What a run.
Just finished our first qualification one. Before we went into the run, I was not really happy with the runs that we had in the training, so we did a lot of work with the spotter on the live stream on the other runs to see where we need to push hard, and and we just went for it. I did a pretty good run. We actually pulled off a 96 run in the first. That was the best lap I've done here all weekend so far, so that's a good place to pull it off.
Mads Andersen now with a 96 on the board. He has got nothing to lose. He just needs to put on a run. He is in the show, or does he want to try and top qualify by getting a better second score than everyone else? Look, see as he initiates in bracket one was a bit shallow as he comes around. Perfect. Out zone 2. That's into bracket 3. Lovely stuff. Transitioning now into the carousel of out zone 4. Whoa, just getting a bit deep there. He manages to make it work as he comes around now towards inner clip. Definitely struggling for grip at this point in this section as he comes around and across the line.
And it's a 91.5 for Mads Andersen, so not an improvement, but still sits him in second position according to that.
The final day here at DMP Round 3. We are getting ready for the top 32 battle. The first cars are already lining up. We are battling Victor Wettermark. We had the battle practice this morning in patchy conditions, so I don't know if we can use that to a lot unless we get some rain. But it doesn't look like it for now. But we are as ready as we can be, and we will push hard. He's a good driver, so wish us luck.
We'll go back to the line there. We've Mads Andersen on the line with Victor Wettermark. Both these guys doing an incredible job there yesterday. Mads Andersen qualifying 4th with a 96-point run, and Victor Wettermark also, well, qualifying in 29th yesterday. So we will see what happens in this battle as they leave the line. Mads Andersen comes through the start line chicane. Victor Wettermark to chase him out as they initiate into outer zone 1. Mads Andersen gets the power down in that E92 and sends it up into outer zone 2. Wettermark right there with Mads Andersen as they transition down into outer zone 3 and around to outer zone 4. Mads Andersen doing a very tidy job as Wettermark goes on the bumper on transition coming into outer zone 4. They come around into the inner cliff here, and Wettermark is right there as a little gap starts to form between both drivers, and across the line they go.
And here we go, Victor Wettermark from Sweden and Mads Andersen from Denmark. Two very different drivers, two very different cars, two different countries. But let's see what they can do as they come through. Look at Victor Wettermark with the speed and the pace as he comes around. But he does go off track and Mads Andersen follows him in. But that is a big mistake between the two drivers. Could that be deemed down to Mads Andersen following Victor Wettermark in? Oh, this is definitely... Oh, but Victor Wettermark makes a mistake as he comes around once again. And this is definitely not the cleanest second half we've seen. So we'll have to see what the judges think of that.
Both drivers will get out of the car and we will get a result, and it will be Mads Andersen to get the win and go through to top 16. So the judges obviously deeming Victor Wettermark at fault for that, and Mads Andersen just following off track there. So we will get them through.
Very unfortunate there for Victor Wettermark. I know that he's going to be a bit disappointed, but very good performance between the two of them. Now we have Mikolaj in the chase lane in that gorgeous S15, looking absolutely stunning. And who will he be chasing in? It is Mads Andersen, the madman. Come on, he is just an incredible character. He is really, really happy with how he is driving this weekend. And we'll have to see how he does as the lights go red and now they go green. Here we go, Mads Andersen leading in Mikolaj. Here we go, two very different cars, two very different drivers as he flicks in, big flick. But look at this one, Mikolaj, as he comes around. crazy initiation between the two of them as we go through outside zone 2. Transition now into our clip 3. This is looking really good from Mads Anderson though. Really tidy lead line, with Mikolaj just right there on the pocket, almost front wheel to front wheel as they come round outside zone 4, now towards the inner clip. This is looking really solid between the two of them as they come through outside zone 5 and across the line. Mads Anderson now is going to go absolutely crazy, I reckon, in the chase as he is now flipped around with Mikolaj in the lead. Here we go. Lights go green. They send it down the main straight. It is a long main straight, so they get plenty of speed. Remember, there is a little bit of a decel there, but they also come around out of the clip 1, doing a good job so far as they come through outside zone 2 now. Can Mads Anderson get the dive onto the side of Mikolaj? He does as he comes around now into out of 4. Look at this from Mads Anderson as they come around. He is chasing them. He's a man possessed. He wants to win. He wants to get further into the competition as they come around through the inner clip. But he does cut the inner clip there in the lead as they come around out of 5 and across the line.
But we do get a decision here, and we're getting a one more time. Like I said, Brandon, we are not done with one more times today at all. We are only starting one more time yet again.
So we move on to our one more time battle between Mikolaj and Mads Anderson. Obviously, Mads being one of the most excitable and humble people on the grid from what I've experienced so far. And look at him, he is very happy. He's just enjoying himself as the lights go green. That S15 will be chasing in that E92 M3. 2 different kinds of cars, 2 different drivers, only 50 horsepower difference. Let's see what they can do as Mads Anderson leads in Mikolaj. Nice flick initiation between the two of them. Mikolaj a little bit further behind than what he could be, but as he... Oh, but look at this contact made there from Mikolaj. He straightens out as they come around now into out of clip 3, that from the bridge, just hanging on by a thread, and he gets thrown off by Mikolaj as they come around outside zone 4. Coming around now, but he puts the pressure on. He's trying to force a mistake for Mads Anderson, but he does not as they come around and across the line. What is going on here? Lights go green. Mikolaj in the lead now. And we have Mads Anderson in the chase. Will he do a crazy initiation? Yes, he will. Look at this from Mads Anderson right there from the start as they come around to outside zone 2. He does fall wide as they come around now into out of clip 3. He doesn't have to do anything crazy as he comes around into out zone 4 now, doing an amazing job. Almost wheel to wheel. But oh, look at this from Mads Anderson. Mikolaj drops wheels. Oh, but he has to bail out. What just happened? Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on in the top 16? Mads Anderson looked somewhat serious and kind of like, oh no, he's smiling. Never mind, he gives us a wave. Hey Mads, oh, I love you too. Obviously, he watches the English commentary side as he's not a native Polish speaker, so it's good to see we have a lot of love for all of the drivers in this grid as we get our result in who is moving on into the top 8. Mads Anderson moving on into the top 8. So clearly Mikolaj making a mistake there in the carousel, and that will be deemed at Mikolaj's fault. This season as we have Kevin Grobel at the line now in that E36. Once again, I am going to mention the Suzuki Collective steering wheel because I have to, but the man on a mission, Mads Anderson, one of the kindest fellows you'll ever meet in that E92. Here we go, Mads Anderson in the lead, Kevin Grobel in the chase. 50 horsepower difference between the two of these as we go down the main straight now. Mads Anderson does a good lead, but look at Kevin Grobel on the initiation right behind him, but does have to pull back a little bit there as he comes through outside zone 2. Coming around now into out clip 3. This is lovely work between the two of them though. Kevin Grobel right there on the transition, gets the dive almost wheel to wheel as they come around out of zone 4 on the carousel. This is a textbook, but Kevin Grobel makes a mistake in the chase as they come around across out of zone 5 and across the line. It's all in Mads Anderson's hands now. Obviously, he's got to not make the mistake. As the lights go green, Kevin Grobel in the lead, Mads Anderson in the chase. Will he leave it in the decision of the judges? Big initiation there from Kevin Grobel. But Mads Anderson's right there on the rear quarter of Kevin Grobel, but he does have to pull back as he comes around outside zone 2 and now transitioning into 3. Can he get the proximity back as they come around into 4? He's kind of struggling to find it, but there it is. Mads Anderson on the door of Kevin Grobel. Can he keep behind? All he has to do is just stick with him as they come through the inner clip now towards outside zone 5 and across the line as they wave onto the crowd. Moving on into the top 4. Mads Anderson moving on into the top 4. Once again celebrating with a fist bump in the air And congratulations to Mads Anderson giving us a little smile as we have a quick interview with Mads.
The line that you are making every single time, it's quite perfect. How do you feel about it?
We're very satisfied with the line so far. We did some good job with the spotter, so we are pretty dialed in on that. It's way more tricky to do the chasing because there's so much difference initiation, and I feel like a lot of it is dependent in the first corner. That's where the battle gets decided. So yeah, we're good to work with our spotters and see the next opponent and see if we can do as well.
But on this chase run that you did right now, you adapt like quite perfectly to what your opponent did. So I have a feeling that you feel very comfortable on this track.
Yeah, we actually I didn't like that to begin with, but it's just like the last time in Katowice. I feel like it's getting better and better.
Okay, then good luck in top 4. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And Lukas Zasimski versus Matt Anderson, I would say, is going to be the highlight of the top 4 because these two are really wanting this win and they want to get into the final more than anyone on the grid. Obviously, they all want to be there, but these two are hungry and it proves in their driving this weekend. We have Mads Anderson in the chase and now we have Lukas Zasimski in the lead. 2 really talented drivers here. And here we go, the first top 4 battle of round 3, the penultimate round here, DMP 2025. Here we go, Lukas Zasimski in the lead, Mads Anderson in the chase. This is going to be a crazy one, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, look at this one! Right there from the start. On a completely line though at the same time. Mads Anderson falling a bit behind there as he come into out clip 3. Now transitioning into out 4. Look at the dive from Mads Anderson coming around the outside zone of number 4. But look at that little bit of a tap there from Mads Anderson, getting a bit too aggressive as it comes around. Good recovery between the two of them as they come across the line from outside 5. Whoa, lovely stuff there between the two of them. But now we have Mads Anderson in the lead, Lukas Zasimski in the chase. Here we go, the lights go green. Here we go, who is going into the final here at round 3? Mads Anderson doing a nice flick initiation there. Lukas Zasimski not as close on the initiation as they come around into here we go. Coming around into our clip 3, transition now into our clip 4, or should I say out zone 4. But look at this from Lukas Zasimski on the door of that E92, almost pushing him around as they come around into the inner clip, into outside zone 5. Lovely stuff between these two drivers. This might be a hard one for the judges. It's going to be an interesting one. Either way, they're going to have a chance at a podium as they will be able to go for the chance for 3rd. But who's going into the final? It is a one more time. This is to get into the final here at round 3. Mads Anderson in the chase, Lukas Zasimski in the lead once again. 100 horsepower difference between the two of them. Let's see what they can do as they fire down the main straight. Look at this initiation from Lukas Zasimski. Mads Anderson once again there on the proximity of the rear end of Lukas Zasimski. Much better proximity control this time from Mads Anderson as they come around into our clip 3. Transitioning now into 4, gets the dive. Yes, he does. As they come around, he is always pushing him around. Look at this from Mads Anderson. Almost dropping there, but manages to make it work. Mads Anderson on a heater of a chase as they come around out of clip 5. Lovely stuff there. Here we go. Your chance for the spot in the final. Who is taking that spot against Jakob Kroll? Here we go into the initiation. Lukas Zasimski doing a good job. Oh, a little bit of a wobble there from Lukas Zasimski as they come around now in towards out clip 3. Look at that transition between the two of them as they transition now into 4. Looking really strong though. Lukas Zasimski once again back on the door as they come around the exit of out zone 4. Coming into that inner clip, but look at Lukas Zasimski right on the rear end of Mads Anderson, and this could be potentially another one more time. Crazy stuff. Look at Mads, he's always just looking at the camera. He's such a show pony, ain't he? Look at him. He's built for the camera. He's so happy. We love it. And Lukas keeping the helmet on, looking focused. He is very keen to get into the final. But who is moving on into the final here at round 3? Mads Anderson moving on into the final. Lukas Zasimski going into the battle for 3rd. Wow! I think, honestly, every time Mads gets a victory, he savours every moment. And that is what we like to see. So, this is where it all comes down to. Jakob Kroll in the chase with Mads Andersen in the lead. Two insane caliber of drivers. And Mads Andersen obviously loving this track more and more as he goes along. And here he is. Is he going to drop his visor down? Is he going to keep it up? That is the question as we get them ready to go. Here we go. This is your final here at the penultimate round, round 3 of DMP 2025. Mads Andersen in the lead, Jakob Kroll in the chase. Here we go as that E92 M3 goes down the main straight with S15 in tow. Look at this from Jakob Kroll in the chase. Coming around now in towards outside zone 2. Looking really consistent in that lead is Mads Andersen as Jakob Kroll gets into the dive. Look at this from Jakob Kroll diving into the door of that E92 as he comes around outside zone 4. Absolute TikTok driving on both of these drivers so far. I am messing up my English, that's how fast I'm talking as they come around into outside zone 5. Lovely stuff there between both of these drivers, Kian. Here we go, the final run of round 3. Here we go, Mads Andersen in the chase, Jakob Kroll in the lead. What have they got for us as they come around now into the initiation? Look at this on Jakob Kroll though on the initiation. Mads Andersen could be a bit closer. He gets the top. Look at that for Mads Andersen as we come around now into our 3. Look at this textbook lead line. Mads Andersen coming around in the chase. Nice and close, almost pushing Jakob Kroll around the carousel as they come around now towards the inner clip. He's going to have to push hard as they come around outside zone 5. Look at this as they come across the line. Who is your winner here at round 3? And it's one more time. They do not have a decision. Obviously, they need something more concrete as... oh my God. I can't handle anymore.
Can our voices take this?
Yes, it can. I will force it to. Here we go. The final of DMP 2025. Hopefully we don't have another rerun as we have them going down the main. Mads Andersen in the lead, Kroll in the chase. Lovely initiation there from Mads Andersen as we come around now to outside zone 2. Solid performance so far between the two of them as they come around into outside split 3. Now transitioning into outside zone 4 off the carousel. Jakob Kroll is right there on the pocket of Mads Andersen as they come around now, just touching as they come across towards outside zone 5 and across the line. What a first run of this last battle. Our start line marshal gets them prepared as the lights go on. Here we go. This could be our final run of round 3. Mads Andersen chasing in Jakob Kroll now. Flipped around, nice initiation between the two, but look at Mads Andersen right on the rear pocket of Jakob Kroll as he comes around outside zone 2. Along the side of that, he'll be forming there as he comes around and gets the dive into outer zone 4. Look at this from Mads Andersen, a man possessed in the chase as they come around. Jakob Kroll doing a good job in the lead though as they come around now into the outer zone 5 and across the line. Getting the win at the penultimate round here. DMP, I am at a loss for words. Look at this. His team coming in, being an absolutely legendary team. He is going to be absolutely gassed. But Jakob Kroll getting second place here at round 3. And Camille is here with an interview with Mads Andersen. Congratulations, Mads. You have deserved it. What a drive.
Mads, what can I say? I have a feeling that you're speechless, but I'm speechless after your driving here in Kielce.
Man, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Yeah, but you're driving from the beginning, from the qualifications till now, pure madness.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just felt like when we were going past top 32, we were going in the groove, you know, just trusting our lead run all the way, and it paid up in the end.
And the car, pure perfection, same as the driver.
The car is pure perfection. The team did an awesome job this weekend, making sure everything was tight before each run. So I owe it all to the team this week, and I wouldn't be there without them.
Huge congratulations, and hope to see you on the last round.
Thank you, man.
So in the third place from Ukraine, please make some noise for Valery Szewelow! And in the second place, oczywiście na miejscu drugim. I dzisiaj to będzie Król Jakub II! No pierwszy może nie, ale Król Jakub II! I oczywiście miejsce pierwsze Mats Andreasen. So in the first place from Denmark, Mats Andreasen. Please make some freaking noise.
And there you have it. There is our pro podium there, with Jakob Kroll in second. We have Leo Shovelov in third, and Mads Andersen taking the top spot here at round 3.
How is my hair, my wet hair? This is the end of a crazy day and a crazy weekend for us here. And as you might see, it could not have gone any better. We're still over the moon about this, the whole team. It's all the battle we fought for is that time. We had 3 more times, and the Drift Masters wildcard for the final in 2 weeks were on the line. We needed to beat Tasmiski, and as everything turned out, we had him in top 4. We needed to beat him there. We had 1 more time with him, good battle, and beat him fair and square. And in the final, we could see how the points were settled, that if we were to have the wild card, we should win. And in the final, it was Jakob Kroll, who's a regular big guy in the Drift Master. So, and we had the 1 more times in the final, and we just sent everything at it we could, and I still can't believe we won that. But yeah, we are over the moon with the win here and everything, and the wild card hopefully coming our way. So yeah, I don't know what to say. It's a crazy weekend for us.